Hi guys, and welcome back to CubCamTV. Just before we jump into this video, I do want to give you a quick warning that this is a video we have had to cut down. Every now and then when we upload videos to the channel, they do get blocked for copyright issues, and I want to make sure we're still able to deliver the content. So I'm just letting you know in advance, there will be a lot of cuts, edits, and pauses during this video, just to make sure we're able to get it up online. I have tried uploading it a couple of times, and with a couple of different edits, and this is the edit that actually worked to get it online. So hopefully you guys can still enjoy the technical analysis and musical breakdown that we do here on CubCamTV. Without further ado then, on with the video. What's happening, people, and once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts. We're up nice and early this morning because we are jumping into this one. Omah Lay alongside Justin Bieber, the brand new video for Attention. I haven't even heard this one yet. It's literally just landed on YouTube, and I'm very excited to jump into it. A huge international link-up. Let's see how it sounds. As always, though, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. I'm absolutely stoked for this one. I've got up before doing radio to get this one ready, and I'm very excited to do it. So let's jump right into it. It's like a fun house party, I can't lie. Hey. Lately I've been losing my mind. Okay. So right from the jump on this one, we're going for a much more sort of, I want to say sort of funky influence sort of sound. Definitely not the typical kind of Afrobeat arrangement we would kind of expect for this scenario, because again, it is Omah Lay and Justin Bieber, not Justin Bieber and Omah Lay. I would have presumed it would have been a lot more sort of centric in the zones we've kind of heard Omah Lay before. However, there's definitely an element of kind of globalism to this this sort of instrumental structure. This is a tune from the jump that you can tell this has been designed to appeal to people around the globe. Interesting start. I'm still trying to decide. Should I drink up, smoke up, need some smooth though, really smooth. Definitely a tune that I'd want to be playing at a house party, you know. It definitely has that sort of house party, late night kind of feel to it. Immediately, I'm kind of drawing the comparison between this and Get Yourself Together by Drake and Black Coffee and Georgia Smith. There's that sort of rolling, almost post-funky vibe about the way the tune comes together. If you listen to any UK funky, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The sort of style of the drums and the kind of subtle nature of them, the way they're sort of filtered out, the way they haven't got much high end in them. It's all about the low and mid end on those drums. Bieber's vocal sounds good as well. Very smooth, very kind of, I'm trying to think, very kind of mystic in the way it's coming across, but it's clean as well at the same time. Very breathy, but also pulls you in at the same time. Show me attention. This is wicked, man. You know what? I've never been the hugest of Justin Bieber fans, but there's no denying his versatility at this point. Like, if you look back over his career, if you look at the different sounds and sort of styles he's moved into, he's very well-rounded. Like, there's no getting away from it. That's why he's one of the most listened to artists in the world, to be honest with you. But again, this is sounding good so far. Loving the sort of catchiness and the repetitiveness of the hook on this one. That sort of, give me a little attention. It's proper catchy. But again, it really reminds me of Get It Together by Drake. Even those sort of little elements there, the repetitive nature of the vocals, the spaciness of the instrumental. We've got this sort of high-line synth in the background, giving it a spacier feel. Nice. It's all I desire. I need it, I cannot deny. It's a smooth start. By the way, if you are new to the channel, you are joining us for the first time, there will be a lot of cuts, there will be a lot of kind of pauses on this video. We're here to break down the sonics as much as we possibly can, and obviously in a 3-minute tune, a lot of things happen, so we're here to break those down. I will leave a link to the actual video in the description down below, just in case you're getting bored of me talking, but at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do. So, on this as well, Omah Lay sounding smooth across the intro, very much following the same sort of vocal timbre that we're getting from Justin Bieber as well, very much following on this kind of breathy, quite mid-range line. Almost just kind of talking over the instrumental and just giving it this kind of, trying to think of a better word than sultry, but that's kind of like the only word I can think of. It sounds good though, man. It sounds good. Not what I was expecting in any way, shape or form, but it sounds solid. Show me a little bit. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm going to be walking around my house for the next month just going, a little attention. I'm just going to be doing it. There's no getting away from it. That's how catchy this one is. I definitely think in the way the tune's been structured, in the way the vocals have been laid out, in the instrumentation, this is a tune designed to hit a global market. So they're not just aiming for kind of for Africa and America with this one, they're aiming for South America, they're aiming for kind of Asia as well. There are so many places this tune can penetrate in regards to its structure, and the way this could be kind of laid into so many different sort of radio playlists around the world or DJ sets around the world. Is a tune with that in mind, without a shadow of a doubt. It's a clever move. Not my favourite from either of them, without a shadow of a doubt, but definitely a clever move, and it definitely passes for what it is.
Lately I've been losing my mind. Certain things I can find.
I say the video's really cool as well. I'm loving this sort of sort of levitating spinning scene. Again, I've said before, I really like the fire pit scene as well. Just reminds me of house parties I used to go to when I was younger. Just gives it that kind of nice sort of late night, we're all outside, there's a fire going on, it's a nice sort of warm feel. The tune does have a very warm feel sonically as well, so there's some nice synergy going on there. It's going to be interesting if that's all we're going to hear from Omah Lay as well. I've heard Bieber do this before, where it's like a feature, but where it's like a collaboration, but he is 90% of the tune. So far, it's been primarily Bieber and their sort of 16-bar verse from Omah Lay with a couple of bits on the hook. So it's an interesting arrangement vocal-wise.
Smoke up, I need some freedom in my life. Should I drink up, smoke up?
It's definitely a grower as well. Like, there's something about the way the drums shuffle together, the sort of lo-fi textures we're getting from the drums as well. There's hardly any high end on the drums outside the hi-hat. It's all pretty much low end and filtered out in the background, but it gives it this sort of subtle bop. It makes you want to move. It gives you like no choice but to kind of shake to it. You know, it's got that kind of feeling, and it's really interesting because we've heard Bieber over this before. I haven't heard Omah Lay in this sort of central kind of world. This much more dance music orientated sort of sound, but I think he does a really good job, man.
Show me a little attention.
Loving the sort of spacey textures we're getting into the instrumental as well. There's a lot to like about this. Don't get me wrong. There really is a lot to like about it. More than anything else, I think the acceptance that it's going to be what it is. It's going to be a tune for the globe. It's going to be a tune for sort of worldwide kind of charting and worldwide virality, definitely. It's catchy though. I think it definitely does the job. I don't think it's like a kind of smudge on Omah Lay's record. Obviously, when you start doing the big international collaborations, you can often be drawn out of what the sound that's close to you. I think Omah Lay translates very well onto this type of sound, I've got to say. And I think on top of this as well, yeah, I think overall I would be happy to spin this from a DJ perspective. I think it's got enough to it. It's got enough substance to it. It's got enough catchiness to it, without a shadow of a doubt. But there we go. We'll let this one run through to the end and then give you our final breakdown then. The bass line is exceptional. Loving that sort of sweeping organ as well. There we go. I didn't realise it was going to cut out so soon. Omah Lay and Justin Bieber, this one, Attention, and we've just got that at the end. Well, there we go. Fantastic stuff. Omah Lay and Justin Bieber, interesting collaboration, one that was announced a couple of weeks ago. I don't think it disappoints us, in a couple of people saying already that they're not too happy with it. I think when you bring Justin Bieber into anything, you have to accept it's not going to be the exact zone that it originally was from. The same way when Burner collaborated with him, it was a very kind of alternate sounding take on what Afrobeat sounds like. And I think with this, we are just going for a much more globally inclusive sound. There are South American elements to this. There are kind of Portuguese elements to it with the drum structures as well. And it's just got a much more global feel, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with people expanding the sounds they do. For me, big favourites, my big favourite parts about this are definitely the bass line underneath. Really love the textures of it. I love the kind of filtered out drums as well. The catchiness of the hook. I actually prefer Omah Lay's verse to Bieber's. I think he has a lot more kind of delicacy, and Bieber's one of the most delicate singers out there on a pop scale. But I think Omah Lay's verse just cuts through a little bit cleaner for me. I love the hook. Really, really catchy. Definitely a tune I'm going to be spinning on a regular basis. First of all, again, I want to apologise for the smallness of my eyes and not being entirely awake just yet. This is the first thing I've done since I've woken up, before I've even started on my radio or day or anything along those lines. So apologies, but I wanted to get this one done before I start with my day. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the technical analysis and musical breakdown. If you did, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. Let us know what you think about this one. Did you enjoy it as a collaboration? Was it a collaboration that you feel got the best out of both artists? I'm keen to hear from all of you in the comments down below, so do let me know. For now though, that's it from me, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.
Kobo sound, them sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.